All right, shalom, shalom. Once again, this brother Bomber Lock out on these highways and these byways. Bring out the truth of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. So before I get started, I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rikah HaKodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to the Akim and the Aqua that are listening and learning. To you, I say shalom. Let's get right into it, man. Windy, always windy though here, as of late on Fridays. Let's get right into it, man. We're gonna go to the book of Baruch, out of the Apocrypha. Baruch chapter, no, Salaki. We're gonna go into Ecclesiastes, Salaki, chapter 2 and verse 10. And it reads, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Most High and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? And that's one of the things, man, why the men of the Lord, the men on the highways and the byways, man, mainly the prophets, the teachers, you know, on the highways and the byways, right? Because we want the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah to hear our cries, man. It said in the end, it said, whom did he ever despise that called upon him? And that's what you see through the four corners of the earth, in particular here in America, Babylon the Great. You have the men on the highways and the byways who are sighing and crying for the abomination and the desolations that are taking place within the house of Israel. And who is the house of Israel? Let's get it. Bring it out every week. It's an old message delivered on a new day. Let's get it. The tribe of Judah, would you be so-called Negroes? The tribe of Benjamin, you so-called West Indies, you call yourselves Jamaicans. The tribe of Levi would be the so-called Haitians. The tribe of Simeon would be your so-called Dominicans. The tribe of Zebulun, you so-called Guatemalans to Panamanians. The tribe of Ephraim, you so-called Puerto Ricans. The tribe of Manasseh, you so-called Cubans. The tribe of Gad, you North American Indians, so-called. The tribe of Reuben, the Seminole Indians, so-called. The tribe of Naphtali, the Argentine to Chileans, so-called. The tribe of Asher, Colombia to Uruguayans, so-called. And the tribe of Issachar, you so-called Mexicans. You all make up the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. So let's get back to it, man. Baruch, Mr. Ecclesiastes, Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 10, it says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Most High and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? If you fear the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, and we know the Lord have no respect to person, but still, you know, you need to have a healthy fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah in these last days, man. And we are in the last days. And was forsaken. Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, he's the light. He's delighted when we're calling on his name in these last days. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is delighted that we're seeking him. You know, matter of fact, let's just go to it. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, he is delighted that we're calling upon him, that we're seeking the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah in these last days. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 55. Slack. Got a little windy. I had to catch that one. Let me see if I can
see.
Slack. See if we can set it down a little bit and see if it'll be a little better stabilized. The book of Isaiah, chapter 55. We're gonna go right to verse 6. And it says, seek ye the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. That's what we're doing. We're calling on the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah while he is near, man. Because we know that the chariots are giving us signs, you know, the unidentifiable aerial phenomena, who you call UFOs. Those are signs that Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, he's sending his holy angels. And what they're doing, they scouting. They doing a bunch of scouting, man, just like a football team. They go scout the other team. That's what Hamashiach Yahushua doing. He don't need to scout because he got all power and authority, you know, in his hands. But nevertheless, he's sending the holy angels via those unidentifiable aerial phenomenons, and he's just scouting the earth right now. He's looking at all the wickedness that Esau Edom. Why? Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof, not wearing who is he? He's scouting, seeing what the wicked is doing. He's saying, hey, I can easily just sit there from the heavens of heavens and monitor them, but I'm going to send my scouts. I'm going to send the angels of the Lord out, and they're going to do a lot of scouting. And as they do a lot of scouting, they show a whole bunch of miracles that they do. They can go down, jet down in that water. They can come up out the water. They can go in reverse. They can just hesitate in one area. You know, but that's the miracles that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem, that's that technology that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua had. So now they don't told you, they trying to distract you, talking about alien craft don't crash somewhere down in Florida. I guess it was down in Florida. If I'm corrected on that, somebody correct me. But and now people saying they seen some tall beast, animal, alien, you know, in their backyard. See, that's just Esau Edom and they craftiness, man. They always want to be crafty about what they doing. You know, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, sure, he's out there, he got his angels scouting the earth. That's what they do. They scout. They go look and see what the wicked are doing. Then they report back. And then we reporting back to the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua as we come out here and chant this place down on these highways and these byways. So everybody is sending the scouts are sending back the message, and we sending the message via the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua by coming out here on these highways and these byways. And the Lord hear our cries. He hear our prayers. He hear every time a brother go out here and bring out a lesson. He hear a brother every time a brother is on the street corners, you know, calling on the name of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Why? Because we're passing judgment on Esau Edom, the wicked of the whole earth. We're passing judgment on them. We're giving them their judgment. We're prophesying in the name of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Again, Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6, it says, seek ye the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near. Verse 7, it says, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. And that's what we out here doing. We're trying to get the 2/3 elect blood off our hands. We want to be pardoned by the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You know, as we continue to go further and further into these last days. We want to be pardoned by the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We want to be found faithful and true in his eyes. Because all hell is about to break loose on the planet Earth. As I said, this is an old message delivered on a new day. Why? Let's get to it. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes, man. You better be seeking the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. And we're going to go to the verse 3, chapter 3. The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. It said, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. There's a season and a time for every purpose under the heaven. And right now we're ushering in the time what? The return of Hamashiach Yahushua. That's the time and the season that we're praying that this is the year. And if not, it might be next year. If not the next year, it might be the year after. But we still know that this is the season. We know that we are approaching the third day. We know that we're approaching the third day for the return of Hamashiach Yahushua. So we're going to continue to go out on these highways and byways. We're going to continue to deliver this old message on a new day. Verse 2, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 2. It's a time to be born and a time to die. And right now, what you're experiencing is a lot of death is taking place on the planet Earth. Some people be telling you, oh, he didn't have to die. No, he had to die. If he got deleted, it was his time to get deleted. If y'all took that concoction, y'all got a time to die. Y'all got a time to die. We all got a time, you know, that we're going to expire. But if you seek the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because he said that he will abundantly pardon, right? It's time to seek the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua in these last days, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 2. It's a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and we're planting this word. That's what it's talking about, planting. It ain't talking about going to plant a garden. It's not time to go out there talking about I'm going to plant a seed in this church, you know, that I may get a blessing. No, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua wants you to plant this word. And how do you plant this word? You come out on the highways and the byways. You use the internet, YouTube, or whatever social media channel that you're working on, and you do a lesson. That's how you plant. You plant a seed of salvation. You plant the seed of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to who? The hopeful elect and the hopeful 1/3. Because the 2/3 elect, we know they're going to reject the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. We know that they're going to reject the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. 2/3 is, they want mirth. They want folly. They want mirth and folly. That's what 2/3 elect want. They want a blessing. They want a breakthrough. And they want mirth and folly. That's it. And they want that bag. But they don't know the bag is right here in this message. Again, this is an old message delivered on a new day, man. Verse 3, it says a time to kill and a time to heal. It's a time to break down and a time to build up. And this is a time to break down. And what we're doing every time we come out here and deliver this message, we are breaking down the foundation. We're breaking down strongholds that have been sown on this in America, Babylon the Great, for over 400 years. And what are the things that we're breaking down? That you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all are the biblical Israelites. We're breaking that down. Y'all are not just black. Y'all are not just Puerto Ricans. Y'all are not just Mexicans. Y'all are not just Native Americans. Y'all are the 12. Y'all consist of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. It's in a time to kill and a time to heal. We are fastly approaching a time to kill. We are fastly approaching a time to kill. Why do you say it's going to be a time to kill? Because when Jacob's trouble hit, as you see, they already are getting ready to give you guys genetically modified meats. They introducing a genetically modified meat. And once they introduce this meat, they're going to have control of this meat. They're going to have control of all the food products. And they're going to tell y'all need to get what? That M to the O to the T to the B, which is the charagma, which is the seal. And y'all gonna have to get that in order for you guys to operate, for you to function, for you to live in this society. A lot of people not gonna get it. All hell is gonna be breaking loose. All hell will be breaking loose, man, because people what? They're gonna be invading one another. Matter of fact, let's just get that before we come back to Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 3. Let's get that. Why is there a time to kill? Let's go to it. Let's go to 2nd Esdras. Book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15. And we're going to start at We'll start at verse 12. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 12. It said, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with plagues, and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it, and the plagues that the Most High gonna bring upon it, what? It's gonna be what? It's gonna be food shortages. You know, it's gonna be a famine of food. It's gonna be a famine of the word. It's gonna be a famine of all sorts of things. That's why I said in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 3, a time to kill and a time to heal. And it's going to be a time to kill on earth. And it's going to say it right here in 2nd Esdras 15. Verse 12 again, it says, Egypt shall mourn, the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plagues and the punishment that the Most Lucky for that, the phone got hot, so we had to move. I'm gonna try to come over here to the shade, at least get this phone out of the shade before we continue. But again, like I was saying, there's a time that's about to come upon the planet Earth, where all hell is about to break loose. You know, in pursuing Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 3. See if that get out the sun a little bit. It's hot as. All right. Where was that? Ecclesiastes, let's say 2nd Ezra chapter 15. And we started at verse 12. And I started over. You know, we're talking about Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 3. Let's go back to it because I don't know how much I got before the phone went out on its temperature. Save out, so let's go back to it. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 3, it says, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. And a time to break down, we're breaking down the strongholds, for you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're no longer going to be calling yourselves those bywords. You're going to be calling yourselves the biblical Israelites that the Bible say that you are. So, and from there, we was going to what? 2nd Ezra and the Apocrypha. Let's go back to it. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 12. It said, Egypt shall mourn, the foundations of it shall be smitten with plagues and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, verse 13, to 2nd Ezra 15, 13. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell and with a fearful constellation. Verse 14, and it reads, woe unto the world and them that dwell therein. Oh, what? Cut off my periphery. Oh, I'm tripping. Verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. And that is a time to kill and a time to heal. With killing, it's going to be a time to heal, man. That's what the two-thirds elect don't understand. With a bunch of killing, it's a time to heal. Because we know that when these prophecies start, that's just going to be a prophecy that's coming to pass. And we know when all the prophecies, every prophecy that come to pass, it's like a healing effect. It's a healing effect because the Lord said it's going to happen, and it happens. So now your body's saying, damn, what? Everything the prophets are putting out, they saying it's happening. So they got to know that Hamashiach Yahushua is only, a half a day away. We got to know that Hamashiach Yahushua is a half a day away. So that's a heal. That's a time to heal, man. Let's read that again. Verse 15, 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up. Damn, man, stuck it. Boy, thing tilting, it was tilting. And again, one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And they're going to have swords in their hands. And when people have swords in their hands, what do they use those swords for? That 9mm, that AR-15, that flamethrower, to kill. So, but we know that all that killing is going to bring a healing. Because we know what? When all of that take place, we know the 2nd Ezra 15 and 15 is taking place on the earth. And that's a healing effect. That's a healing effect because, again, Jake gonna be out here, especially the hopefully 1/3. We're gonna be like, damn, what? It's going down, man. So we know we're gonna be turning to the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua even more. We seeking the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua right now, but we really gonna be seeking him, man. When all hell start breaking loose, when you're gonna see dead bodies just all around you, man, you really gonna be turning to the Lord. Because if you still there, that means the Lord is have a hedge of protection or covering over you. That's why you should seek the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua while he may be found. Verse 16, and it reads, 2nd Ezra 15 and 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. The kings and the princes going to be your senators and your congressmen, your local representatives who've been lying to y'all. They've been sold out to the global elites, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers. They don't sold out to them. They on payroll. They appear to be like your princes, your governors, and your senators and your Congress. They appear to be, doing the work for the people. But as you can see, none of those, whether you're on the red side or the blue side, you know that none of those people that are sitting up there in Washington, D.C., they're working for the American people. They're working for themselves. They're working for that big payday. They're working for that bag. They not working for you, the American citizen. And American citizen is the dumbest person on the earth anyway. So why would they work for you guys? Y'all continue to go up there and vote and put the same people in office, year after year, every 3 or whatever, every 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, y'all go and vote for the same people. And then y'all have buyer's remorse. Now y'all getting ready to put Donald J. Trump back in office again. And that proved one thing to you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. I say this all the time, that y'all don't have the capacity to make the right decision. That's why the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua put the prophets back on the earth, so that they can guide you guys, and to understanding, to wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And the only wisdom, knowledge, and understanding you need to have is of the Holy Scriptures. Verse 16 again, 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16. It says, there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Verse 17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Hey man, when you see people getting killed and killed and killed, you 2/3 elect, y'all not gonna have an understanding why all this is happening. Y'all gonna be caught with your pants down, as they say it. Y'all not gonna know why. Your bag, your money is not gonna be able to save you. Your 401k is not gonna be able to save you. That $300,000 or $400,000 you got in the bank is not going to be able to save you. Your guns and your weapons are not going to be able to save you. Verse 17 again, it says, man shall desire to go in the city and shall not be able to. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Verse 19, it says, for because of their pride, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Let's go back to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 3. A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to kill and a time to heal. Let's see what 2nd Ezra 15 and what? Verse 19, it say, a man, 2nd Ezra 15 and 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. For the lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. They got a lack of bread, things gonna happen. I spoke earlier on that. They breaking this genetically modified meat, this chicken, that they about to start putting up into restaurants, mainly up there in Washington, D.C. Why not? That's where all the power players at. If you want to introduce some genetically modified food up, why not put it in restaurants up in Washington, D.C., where the power's at? See, and once everybody see that the senators and the congressmen, they are going and eating this genetically modified meat, everybody else going to think it's cool. Hey, let's just go eat it. It's all right. We know Jake definitely going to go eat it once they see their senators, and they going to have Kamala Harris, they going to have Let's Go Brandon, they going to go have all these other people going up there and telling y'all, oh, it's all right, look, this is great meat, but they going to be feeding them real chicken. They going to give them that real bird. They just going to give that bird to you birds, you fools. Verse 20, 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 20. Behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, and from the south, and from the east, and from Libanus, and turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them. What have they done to you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans? They have constantly oppressed the kings of the earth. All the kings of the earth have constantly did what? Oppressed the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. They have oppressed the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, man. So that's what's going to take place, man. That's what's going to take place. Back to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 3. A time to kill, a time to heal. And again, the healing come when all these prophecies. Every time we see a prophecy take place, healing take place, man. One of the healing, how did the Lord show us a main healing? When he said, hey, man, Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, man. The dry bones, the valley of the dry bones, man. That was healing, man. That's healing when you see the brothers all over the United States and all over the globe that are waking up, and they're going out on the highways and the byways and bringing out these lessons, man. That's healing, man. That's healing for your soul. And it's time to break down and break it down these strongholds. Calling yourselves Negroes. Calling y'all going out the old white JC. That's breaking down those strongholds. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 4, a time to weep and a time to laugh. And we're going to be laughing at the calamities of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, the 2/3 elect. You know, when we really get into Jacob's trouble. Because why? Y'all don't disregarded the message that the prophets were placed on the earth to give. Y'all disregarded the message that just like the Hamashiach Yahushua said, he gonna laugh at your calamities. Let's go get that real fast, and we're gonna come back to Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, man. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, the 1st chapter. I should go right to the point. Yeah, we're gonna go right to the point, because everybody gonna be laughing at your calamity. Time to laugh. We're gonna laugh as well. We're gonna laugh as well, man. Even in our weeping, we're gonna be laughing. The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and we're gonna start up. We're not gonna go right to the point. Yeah, I go to verse 24. No, I start at verse 23. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 23. It said, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. How the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is pouring out his spirit unto you out of the mouths of the prophets. Go to Hebrews 1 and 1. I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. How the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is making his words known unto you out of the mouths of the prophets, man. You can't get this word in your church. See, your church only got one word, and it's an old word, and it can't even be delivered but one way. Y'all want y'all true blessing, come up here and tithe. Come and tithe, and the Lord gonna bless you with a new car. The Lord gonna bless you with a new home. The Lord gonna bless you with a husband. The Lord gonna bless you with your health. That's the only message that them pastors they can deliver. They can't deliver nothing else. Those pastors can't deliver nothing else, but we're delivering a message to the kingdom. And how can we deliver the message of the kingdom? Because the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua sent the Holy Comforter down for us, so that we can give you this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Verse 24, because I have called and ye refuse. We know 2/3 elects, they refusing this word. They refuse this word. Let's see what the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua gonna do, because y'all refusing this word. This old word delivered on a new day. I have stretched out my hands and no man regarded. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua stretched out his hand, his forgiving hands, his loving hands. He done stretched out to y'all out of the mouths of the prophets, and our people disregarded the hands of the prophets. Y'all disregarded the hands of the Lord, not us. We're just men. Verse 24, because I called and you refused, I have stretched out my hands and no man regarded. Verse 25, but ye have said at not all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. Verse 26, I also would laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. And how they fear gonna come? Let's go back to Ecclesiastes chapter 3. A time to kill and a time to heal. And that's gonna be a fearful time. That's gonna be a fearful time. Because when people just killing, man, just imagine a scenario. Close your eyes and imagine a scenario where you just walk out the door, or you can't walk out the door. It said a man will be afraid to desire to go into the city, or shall not be able to. Man shall be afraid. Where all you're gonna see is just death. People being killed by the sword. People just gonna continue to just be shot and killed by a sword, by a weapon. People gonna be getting killed for a loaf of bread. People gonna be killed. You know, they're gonna be invading one another's houses for their substance. Amen. That's a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. You're gonna have to build up your trust in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and it starts right now. It starts today. It starts today, because you can't wait till tomorrow. You can't. Hey, don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. You can't start today. Do it today. Put your trust in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Put your trust in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Because if you don't, We're going to laugh. Let's go back to Proverbs chapter 1. Proverbs 1 and 25. What it said? Proverbs 1 and 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. We're going to laugh. Let's look up that. Let's go to the blue letter and look up that word calamity, man. Let's look up that word calamity in the blue letter. The Strong's. Calamity. Distress. Burden. Disaster. Day of calamity. Disaster. A burden, a distress. The Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua gonna laugh at the day that you're distressed, man. He's gonna be laughing at it, and so will the prophets. We're gonna be laughing. Why? Because we're gonna be like, hey, we gave y'all an old message on a new day, but y'all rejected. The Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua said y'all disregarded his message. So we're gonna laugh as well. We're gonna have to laugh. We're laughing now as we continue to come out here on the highways and the byways and deliver this message. And we know we still get rejected. We're not getting rejected. The Lord, y'all rejecting the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Let me correct myself. Y'all continue to reject the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Why? Because y'all don't see us as prophets. Y'all don't see us as teachers. But yet you can't get this message in your church. Boy, you guys are in for a rude awakening. Y'all are in for a rude awakening. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 4. Again, it's a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. And that's going to be a time, that's going to be a mourning time. It's going to be a mourning. That's great mourning is going to be on the earth. Great mourning is going to take place on the earth. Great mourning is going to take place on the earth. Mourning is taking place on the earth already. Why? Because a lot of people being deleted. A lot of people being deleted because they don't know why they're being deleted. All they call them is accidents. There's no such thing as an accident. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 2. It's a time to be born and a time to die. There's no accident. That was your time to be deleted. There's no such thing as an accident. Somebody get deleted. It's a time to be born and a time to die. That was their time to die. Why? They died because of something they did in their previous lifetimes. If you can receive that message. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 5. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. And this is a time to embrace this word. Refrain from Christianity, embrace the holy scriptures of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Embrace that. Because in doing so, you're going to save, you can save your souls and those that hear your word. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 6. It's a time to get and a time to lose. It's a time for you to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And it's a time for you to lose. It's going to be a time for you to a great loss, man. It's going to be a time for great loss. But the time right now is getting. It said, Proverbs chapter 4, let's go to it. A time to get. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 7, it says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy gettings, get understanding, man. Get that understanding, man. It's a time to get. Wisdom is the principal thing. It's a time. This is a time of getting. This is a time of getting. This ain't no time for you to lose faith. This is no time for you to lose, your confidence, especially for those that are in the truth. This is no time for you to let up. This is time for you to start going stronger. This is time for you to start hitting that heavy bag. You hit that heavy bag because you're gonna have to you're gonna take some blows as well. You're gonna have to hit them heavy bag, hit that body, man. It's time to get, man. Again, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 5, it's a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. And what, cast away them stones, what? It's time to cast away them old wine bottles, man. Them old wine bottles or that nigga on that street corner still want to smoke that weed. It's that nigga that still want to go out there and sleep with other men wives and stuff. See, it's time to get rid of them stones. It's time to get rid of them. Let them go on and be of the world. It's time to come up out this world. It's time to come up out this world, man. It's time for you to come and get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures. That's what it's time to get. It's a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. And we trying to gather stones together, man. What we trying, and truth and righteousness, man. We gathering stones together for the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah, so he can furnish his wedding. That's what we're gathering these stones together for. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. You don't want to embrace no more the Jakes if they stand in the world. Hey, we gonna refrain from them. We already have refrained from them. And what we're doing, we're embracing the brotherhood. We're embracing this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. And we're running with it, man. We're running with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Why? Because in doing so, it's gonna save our soul, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 6. It's a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away. And we already came, what is that? Proverbs 4 and 7, right? And verse 7, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 7. It's time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak. And that's what 2/3 of the elect, they don't understand there's a time to keep silence. See, because they want you to believe what they believe. They want you to believe, well, I feel. They want you to always be in I feel. You know, I believe. No, you ain't got to believe nothing, man. Just keep silence and listen to the prophets. Keep silent. Listen to the teachers. Keep silence. You know, in doing so, you may save your soul. In doing so, you may save your soul. Verse 8, a time to love and a time to hate. And this is a time that we hate the 2/3. Make no mistake about it. We hating the 2/3. We know we gonna hate Esau because of all the wickedness that he done to our people. But it's a time to love and a time to hate. This ain't no time for us to be up here talking about we love everybody, talking about nation building. Man, go to your neighborhoods and see, find me 2 niggas that you think you can build a nation with. You can't find 2 niggas that you can go to your neighborhoods and talk about building a nation with. The time to build anything with. Y'all don't even trust your own family members. So how you gonna try to build something, you know, with somebody that you don't even trust? Let's read that again, man. It's a time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. And we already know this is a time of war, man. This is a spiritual war that we're fighting right now. See, we don't have the capacity to fight them, you know, in a physical war, but a spiritual war, we're gonna win all day long. In a spiritual war against Esau, Edom, and the other heathen nations, we win all day long. Because they are carnal people, man. And we're not a carnal people. We're a spiritual people. Even the 2/3 elects are spiritual people. You can see it on them. But not according to knowledge, though. They don't have it according to knowledge. You can see that on our people, man. They're spiritual. But they just don't have it according to knowledge, man. Why? Because, again, Proverbs chapter 1, 26. They don't, 25 and 26, they don't disregarded the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah. Again, it's an old message delivered on a new day, man. Verse 8, this is Ecclesiastes 3 and 8, a time to love and a time to hate. And that's a purpose for all things under the season, on the earth, man. And this is a time to hate. We don't necessarily hate the 2/3 elect. We hate what you stand for, black culture. We hate that. We hate that because what black culture do? Black culture make our women be whores. It make our sons and daughters make effeminate, you know, and it make our daughters think that they hard, like make them think they boys. You got the women thinking that they in that feminism they don't need a man. It's a time to hate all of that. There's a time to hate all that. And why is that? Because Esau Edom don't promote this shit in the world. So naturally we hate him. Anytime he promote, you know, anything against the family structure, we hate that. We hate it. And we know that he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 9, it say, what profit have he that worketh in that wherein he laboreth? It say, let's read that. It say, what profit have he that worketh in that where he in labor? He asking the question. Verse 10, Ecclesiastes 3 and 10, I have seen the travail which the Most High have given unto the sons of men to be exercised in it. The Lord, he don't see all that travail. He see everything that we going through, man. He see everything that we going through. And he know that we are living in pure hell. He know that America, Babylon the Great is hell to us. We don't have to, for 2/3 elects to believe there's a physical place of hell where you just gonna go burn all eternity. Well, you just gonna go burn all eternity. Y'all, you Negro, Latino, Native Americans are on such a low level of understanding the Holy Scriptures. There's no place where you just gonna go burn in all eternity. There's no place. But that's another day for another lesson. Right now, we're talking about what? A time to kill. Let's go back to 2nd Ezra. Let's go back to 2nd Ezra 15. Second Ezra 15 and verse 19, it said, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's, a time to kill, a time to heal. That's a time to kill right there. Everything, man. The Lord is bringing great tribulation upon the earth. Verse 20. Again, behold, we stopped at verse 21. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I also do and recompense their bosom. Thus saith the Most High Yahweh. 2nd Ezra 15 and 22, my right hand shall not spare the sinner, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. And his sword is not going to cease for them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. And who shed innocent blood upon the earth? Who sheds innocent blood upon the earth? Man, particularly we're talking about who don't shed the Israelites' blood upon planet Earth. Who don't shed the blood of you Israelites upon the earth, man? And they wiped out the North American Indian. They wiped out all the Gad. Y'all worked our ancestors into the damn ground. They worked our ancestors to the ground. They brung on what? The civil rights movement. And they still had, they footprint, they knee on your neck in the civil rights movement. And you people still up here talking about y'all want to join hand in hand. Esau will never, he gonna always, less than yesterday, perpetual hatred towards you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. They're gonna have a perpetual hatred towards y'all. There's nothing that you can do to get that perpetual hatred off of them. The Lord Yahweh shall put that spirit on them. So it's nothing you niggas can do that y'all can't love them enough for them Esau Edom to not to hate y'all. They are doomed. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 23. It said, the fire is gone forth from his wrath and have consumed the foundations of the earth, and the center like the straw is kindled. The center like the straw is kindled. You know how have you ever seen them pine straws? You ever seen them burn? Anybody see the pine straw burn and start popping? Pop, 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 pop. That's how it's going to be when Hamashiach Yahweh hit the earth, man, on the center. Y'all going to be popping, man. When them intercontinental ballistic missiles come and it's going to be invading. Y'all think the chariots going to be many. Y'all wait till them missiles, man. Them intercontinental ballistic missiles come and destroy America. And we know y'all hee and ha because ain't nothing like that ever going to happen. Ye shall see. Ye shall see. Ye shall see. 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 24, it say, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Most High. Woe unto them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Most High. See, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, he funny like that, because your pastor going to tell you that the commandments are done away. You can't keep the commandments. Oh, we can't keep all 600 and whatever, but we can keep what we can eat. We can refrain from getting high. You can refrain from committing adultery. You can refrain from being homosexual. You can refrain for calling on JC. It's a lot of things that you can do. Eating abominable foods. You can refrain from eating lobster, shrimp, catfish. You can refrain from all of that. But our people, that food got a stranglehold on our people. Smoking cools and menthol cigarettes, Black and Miles. You can refrain from all of that, man. But Jake ain't gonna refrain, cause what? Jake is laden with iniquity, man. Jake love to commit sin. Jake them wake up, see what they can see. Man, what can I do to be displeasing to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua this day? That's what Jake wake up. Jake think he wake up to try to go get a bag. Jake wake up so that he can be displeasing in the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's how 2/3 of the elect. That's how they act. That's the only thing on their mind. I'm gonna eat this lobster and these crabs and all this, think you spiting, they think they might be spiting the husband, or the husband might think he's spiting the wife or whatever, but we're just laughing. Y'all spiting the Lord, man. Y'all spiting the Lord. Y'all ain't spiting us. We delivering an old message on a new day. Whether you heed to it or whether you don't. We gonna deliver the message. And we gonna continue to deliver the message. Verse 24 again. It said, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Most High. This is in the Apocrypha, man. Verse 25. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. Defile not my sanctuary. And what's your sanctuary? This is your sanctuary right here. This temple, man. This is sanctuary. Verse 26, 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and 26. It said, for the Most High knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore deliver he them unto death and destruction. Woo! Woo! Let's read that again. 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 26. It said, for the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him. See, y'all think y'all sinning against us. Y'all not sinning against us. We just delivering a message. We delivering a message, man. Y'all sinning against the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Let's see what he gonna do for you. He gonna give you a present. He gonna give you, when you go to court and the judge say, I award you 25 years to life, he gonna give you an award as well. Let's see what your award gonna be. 2nd Ezra 15 and 26. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him. Therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. So the Lord gonna award you death and destruction. See, he ain't saying nothing about awarding you to hell, because he know your spirit gonna go back to the spirit world, and you should be praying if you go back to the spirit world the next time you come back to the earth that we're gonna be and the righteous gonna be in authority. You're gonna be praying that, damn, if I come back, if Lord send me back, I hope that we back, matter of fact, what did Peter say? Let's go with what did Peter say? Salakia. Listen. It's in Acts. Salakia. So, let's do it this way. This is what Peter said in the first chapter. This is what Peter said. Should I read up? We'll go right to the point. This is Acts chapter 1 and verse 6. Let's go back to Ecclesiasticus. Let's go back to Ecclesiasticus. We said 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 26. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. And I was saying that, you know, you Negro Latinos and Native Americans, you know, y'all think that there's no place called hell. The spirit go back to the spirit world. And y'all better be praying that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you know, come and deliver the kingdom back to Israel. That the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua come and take a rulership of his kingdom. That the Lord take rulership of his kingdom, and we know that the righteous is going to be in authority. So when the righteous is in authority, y'all gonna be praying like, dog, if the Lord send my spirit back in a new body, I pray that the Hamashiach Yahushua is taking rulership of his kingdom, where all righteousness is gonna dwell. Why? Because Peter was saying the same thing. Let's go to the book of Acts, man. That's why I was trying to get my bearing. Acts chapter 1 and verse 6. When they therefore will come together, they asked him, saying, Most High, will thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? Because Peter then was looking for the kingdom. They was in what? At this time, I think they were doing the Babylonian captivity, or was the Romans? You know, Peter then was under that rulership. And Peter like, damn, will the Lord at this time restore the kingdom back to Israel? That's what you should be asking. That's what we out here on the highways and the byways for. Ushering in the return of Hamashiach Yahushua, so we can be back to ruling authority on the earth again. So you ain't gonna have to worry about nobody putting no trans drag queens in the schools. So you ain't gonna worry about seeing no man walking around with pink pumps on with a purse. You ain't gonna see Jake them walking around with dresses on, trying to make a fashion statement. You ain't gonna see none of that BS, man. That's why we want the kingdom to come. We ain't looking for no greenbacks here in America, Babylon the Great. Man, we looking for the kingdom. Because we know when we got rulership, we gonna have everything that we need. All the riches we gonna ever want, we gonna have control of over. Back to 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 27. And it reads, For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For Yahweh shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Y'all go 2/3 elect sinned against him. The plagues are already upon the whole earth, man. The plagues are upon the whole earth. Right now they trying to introduce what new plague that they gonna put on you on the earth. They already know which one. They just saying when are they gonna execute it, when they gonna relinquish that plague upon the earth. You go listen to your boy Kill Bass. They saying when the next plague come. Why? Because they want to be like God. They already got one that they ready to just, hey man, wait. But they got a time. They got a time and a season. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua said there's a time and a season for all things. He gonna give it to them. And when he good, it's gonna be coming out to you 2/3 elect. You non-believers. That plague gonna affect y'all. Y'all gonna run to them hospitals again to get those concoctions, to get the jump shot. Y'all gonna run, looking for someone to save y'all from death. They gonna tell you, hey man, y'all come and get this next one. It gonna save you from dying. And 2/3 elect believe that shit. They believe that they had something that can keep you from dying. They believe that they had a concoction that can keep you from dying. Let that sit in. Let that sit in on how 2/3 of you Negro Latinos and how stupid and dumb y'all are. That Esau, if he had any kind of thing that can keep you from dying, don't you think they would have been on brung that type of technology, that type of penicillin or whatever it is that keep you from dying? You people, man, are stupid, man. Y'all better start listening. It's you gotta have, it's a skill. You got to listen to what these devils telling y'all, man. If y'all take the third one, this gonna keep y'all from dying. Y'all people stupid, man. You know, but y'all, everybody's in their lot. I'm not gonna say stupid. Everybody's in their lot. You got the simple, in his lot, and you got those that are trying to practice with this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. They're in their lot. So everybody's in their lot. It's nothing. You know, everybody's in their lot. Everybody's in their lot. Verse 27. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For the Most High, Yahweh, shall not deliver you, because you have sinned against them. And we know 2/3 of the elect gonna sin against the Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. You know, that's just the way y'all are. There's nothing y'all can do about it. Y'all in your lot. Verse 28, behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east. Verse 29, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out of many chariots, and a multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Woo! And that could be talking about a war Armageddon, but I'm gonna stop it right there on that one, because I'm gonna get a little bit more clarification, you know, from the prophets, apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders. Hey, all hell is about to break loose on the planet Earth, man. Who are you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans gonna turn to when all hell break loose? See, cause JC is gonna be he gonna be out for lunch. I say it all the time. JC gonna be out for lunch. He was out for lunch during the pandemic. I ain't seen nobody praying to JC to deliver them from the jump shot of the corona. I ain't seen nobody praying to JC for the corona. All I seen was a bunch of people hopping in them long lines, in their cars. Everybody trying to get delivered. Well, nobody trying to ask good old JC for deliverance, because you know he out to lunch. It ain't nothing he can do. He can't do nothing. Yeah, they could put a big picture of him in your church. You could put him on a photo on your wall, but he can't do nothing but look at you and be like, damn, these niggas stupid. If they believe I'm the Most High, if they believe that I'm the Most High, they, you know, JC look up there and laugh. Caesar Borgia probably turn around in the spirit world like, damn, them niggas still got that charade on? They still believe this charade? Yahweh shall like, damn, what else I got to do to these people to make them believe in me? I put the prophets on the earth. They don't even believe the prophets. But he said they're stiff-necked. You're stiff-necked people, man. Y'all are stiff-necked people. Let's go to the book of Obadiah, man. Because Esau got to, again, we'll just put this as part 3 in the closing, because Esau got to pay for all his wickedness that he done, all his witchcraft, and all his sorcery that he done to you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. He got to pay for that, man. He got to pay for that. All the death and the violence that he done created on the earth. Everybody on earth know who the devil. You go outside America and you ask anybody who is the wicked of the earth, and they'll tell you. They'll tell you. Go ask Ishmael over there. They'll tell you, them damn Americans, and they ain't talking about you Negro in terms of American. They know y'all just naturally stupid. They said they just stupid over there. They don't been beat, you know, so long. They supposed to be, you know, in the condition that they in. But they know who the devil is. They know who the wicked is. But that's all right, though. Let's go to Obadiah, the 1st chapter, man. It said, a vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Most High Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard rumors from the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. An ambassador is sent among the heathens. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. So, you know, Edom wanna rise up against Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. They don't rose and up against the 12 tribes. They already done defeated the 12 tribes. But now we standing back upon our feet, being that seemingly great army. And they can't defeat this army. They can't defeat this spiritual army that's standing upon his feet. See, now if we have weapons, they'll be able to defeat us. If we had weapons of warfare, them carnal weapons, a 9mm a gun, they'll be able to defeat us. But they can't defeat us when we bringing out this word. See, can't nobody defeat us when we bringing out this word, man. No one. Even when these so-called black pastors, they always try to come up against us. This Israelite movement, you know, taking our members, you know, out here preaching hate. And meanwhile, you know, go walk in a white church in America this come Sunday and see if your ass be working. The whole pew might turn around and be like, what these niggas doing trying to come up in here? Y'all better get yourselves together. Verse 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathens. Thou art greatly despised. Greatly despised. Esau is greatly despised among the heathens right now. You know, and when we say the other heathens, we know there's 3 classifications of men. You know, you got the children of the righteous, you be your Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. You got the children of the wicked, would be the Esau, Edom, the Idumeans. And then you got the children of men, which be the heathen nations. The Chinese, I'm gonna just say the name of Esau don't place on everybody. The Chinese, the Japanese, you know, who else? You are Filipinos and all these other ones. Y'all are the children of, you know, the heathens. Verse 3, Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 3, the pride in thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's the habitation is high. They got these big old tall skyscraper buildings. That's why their habitation is high. They always want to get at the top, the penthouse, so they can look down on everybody. You know, and they'll look down, and they looking down at the top of the penthouse, they be like this, who gonna bring me down, man? I'm on top of the world. That's how they look at you, to be like, man, who gonna bring us down? And Jake get that same mindset. Jake get out there and sell dope, make some millions of dollars. They be talking about who gonna bring them down. Next thing you know, their asses are doing what? 189 years for selling one joint. You know, see? But Jake, y'all can't be like Esau, Edom, because you different. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So if you're not, you should be glad that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua didn't have you classified as of the wicked. Verse 4, it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why they go sitting up in space, those damn them little, you know, little space stations and all them little satellites, you know, so they can see. They like to see everything. They can monitor everything with their technology, you know. Verse 5, it say, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? You know, and what they did, they came and stole all the house of Israel from our homeland. First, y'all ran us out in 70 AD, ran us in the parts of Western Africa, you know, because we was in Jerusalem, you know. We went into Western Africa, you know, and then y'all came in Western Africa and brought us over here. You know, they came and just got all of us and just, you know, brought us over here to this homeland, this wasteland, and treated us all effed up every step of the way. Don't demonize us every step of the way. How did they demonize us every step of the way? With their news. They've always used that local news station to demonize, show y'all in the worst condition, showing y'all act, you know, because they don't put you in these projects so that you can act like fools, and they put guns in your neighborhood, they put drugs in your neighborhood, and then they want to bring a news station over here. Look how they living. Just look how they living. Give y'all the worst schools, and they give you everything that's shit. It ain't even fit for a damn animal out in the wilderness, let alone got, human beings staying in it. And then they come and put the media all up in your face. and so they can scare all the so-called wicked, the Edomites. Everybody's scared. They all act like this. They are all dangerous. They all vicious. So when you go into the store, even in 2023, you go down the aisle, in which I try not to go down the aisle when I see Edomite women, in the aisle. I have to. That's how I operate, man. I've always operated like that. Even before I came in the truth, I operated like that. I see one in the aisle, I be like, damn. Well, let me go to the next aisle. And if it's a men and a bunch of people, and I might be able to, I go on down that aisle. But if it's just one or two females on that aisle, man, I don't go down the aisle with no Edomite woman on that aisle. I don't operate like that. At no time, always caution when you're around them wicked devils. And again, that's because they don't portray everybody as wicked. And then you see them, you can be walking out in the front and they clutch their purse because they think that you're going to run up behind them and steal their purse. Verse 6, Obadiah 1, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? How are the things of Esau searched out, man? Hey, we do it through the news and through the Holy Scriptures. That's how we searching out Esau. That's how we search him out. That's how we know who Esau is today on the planet Earth. Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And we know that Esau is the wicked of the whole earth. He's the abomination of the whole earth. That's how we know that he's still on the earth, vocab. Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even unto the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. And you got, once China and Russia always have been like a nemesis, but China and some of the other countries have always, German, and who else? The South America, those countries, they've always been at peace with Esau. But now they even turning away from him. Now they turning away. They say, hey, you can't trust them Americans. Every time they make a treaty or something with someone, they break it. That's what Esau do. Why did he do that? Let's go to Psalms 58, man. Let's go to Psalms 58. Psalms 58. And verse 3, it say the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. See, because the wicked gonna lie. That's what they gonna do. Hey, yeah, we gonna shake a hand on it. But we're gonna stab you in your back. Yeah, shaking your hand but laughing, we're gonna stab you in your back because they the wicked. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. That's why a couple years back, they had a little baby who said that some black man stole something. And, and the mama, she just started laughing. Because that's what her and her husband, they talk. Them niggas, that's all they do is steal. And this little bitty baby, he was able to talk. But, the little baby said some black man broke in the house and stole something from him. The mama them just laughed. And they were video recording it on YouTube. See? Because the wicked go astray as soon as they be born speaking lies. I wish somebody could find that video and put it up. Go back to Obadiah. For the sake of time, we're going to get right down to the point, man. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 10 said, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And they're going to be cut off forever. Why? Because Revelation chapter 13, 9 and 10 is about to come into play. Go read it. And the day that thou stoodest on the other side, verse 11, on the day that thou stoodest on the other side, and the day that the strangers carried away the captive of his forces, and foreigners enter into the gates, enter into the cities, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was one of them. Esau was one of them when they came and invaded the northern kingdom. Verse 12, but thou shouldst not have looked on the day of thy brothers, in the day of that he became a stranger. Neither should thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither should thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. See, they spoke in the day of Judah tribulation. They were speaking proud. Get them, raise it up, raise it up, raise it. You know, they was real proud, man. They was raised to the foundation thereof. They was proud, man. They was proud. They was like, damn, we got the Lord's favorite people, chosen people. We gonna do what we wanna do to them. Now we got our hands on their ass. Cause they don't forsaken their Lord, the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Now we got them. Now we gonna do them in, and they did us in. They did us in even so bad that 2023, our people still love them. Our people love I guarantee you, man, I bet you my wife would trade my black ass in for Edomite man any time of the day. I guarantee it. I know it. She'll trust him before she'll trust anything to come out of my mouth. Because, wow, I'm in the truth. I'm speaking hate. And you know, Jesus loves all of us. So if he looked like Jesus, he got to love everybody. Verse 13. Obadiah 1 and 13. Thou shouldst not have entered into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldst not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their sustenance in the day of their calamity. Verse 14. Neither should thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those that did escape. Neither should thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in that day of distress. Verse 15. For the day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is near. Same we said in Isaiah 55 and 6. For the day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is near upon all the heathens. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Same thing saying in Ezekiel 35:15. As thou did rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Same thing that they did to the northern and the southern kingdom, it's the same thing that we're going to do unto them in the kingdom. Let's get down to the point. We're jumping. We're going to go on down to 18. Obadiah 1 and 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. That means for stubble, what is something with stubble? You know, you don't broke it down, man. You don't burnt it. You don't did everything to it. You don't fucking totally massacred it. In the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua have spoken it. The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua have spoken it, man. It ain't nobody can turn back the words of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. I don't care if you niggas go to church Sunday and all y'all go up there to the pulpit and y'all get on y'all knees and y'all pray. Y'all pray for Esau, Edom, and the healing of Esau, Edom, but there's no healing in Esau. There's no healing. It ain't nothing y'all can do. And praise to the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua that there's nothing that y'all can do to turn back the curses of Deuteronomy 30 and 4 on their ass. So we're going to close it out there. So I hope this lesson has been edifying. I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Rekah, Badash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, to the Akim and the Aquaf, listening and learning. To you, I say Shalom.